Yo, what's up guys? It's Mac, back at you with another statue unboxing and review. Today we are unboxing the Prime 1 Studios 1/3 Doomsday, the exclusive version. These boxes are huge, couldn't really put them on the table, so I decided to just leave them out here. We do have some damage on the shipper boxes here on the top and on the bottom on this one, so hopefully everything on the inside is okay. So let's go ahead and open these up and see what we got. Boxes are out, so they're actually pretty cool. I'm digging the artwork on the front, and really it's just pictures of the Doomsday statue. This one has a little bit different take, with a little bit of red on the eye. These boxes, like I said before, they're just too big to kind of move around, so I'm just going to show you guys some pictures of the other exterior portions of the boxes, but let's go ahead and get the styrofoam out and get this thing going. The huge one should contain the body, and this top one here, which is lighter, should contain the base. So, as usual, we'll do knife action. Top base box. Thing is massive. So, and all right, I'm a little defeated, so I'm gonna go ahead and just kind of leave this one the way it is for the time being. I'm gonna go ahead and move on to the bottom box, so which contains the body. So you can see that. There you have his top portion, or torso, and then his bottom half with the boots and legs. And his head sculpt should be somewhere in one of these two boxes. A little bit of rattling in there. I'm gonna go ahead and get this thing laid out on the table here and continue. Alright, so I already pulled out the head sculpts. We have the regular and then the exclusive. And this should be the tattered and torn Superman cape. Yep. And then just going to kind of pick up the top part, his torso. Laid out, we have the body, the base, the two heads, the piece that goes on the bottom of the base, the cape, the rebar, and then the body. So they include some very nice assembly instructions like they usually do. So the way that this piece goes, it goes body first, and then you do the upper torso, the head sculpts, and then the cape, and then rebar pieces, and then that little piece that goes in the front. So I'm gonna go ahead and grab the body and go ahead and get it placed. The one thing I did like about detail-wise that you can't see once this thing is on the base is that the bottom of the boots, they have really nice, kind of dirt detail on them, so you won't see it again. So kind of wanted to show you guys that before I put it on there. But let's go ahead and get him on the base. All right, so you have a peg and a slot that goes down here. You can see that right here. Body's in place, or the legs are in place. Let's go on to the next part. So next up, we place the body. It's got a peg on the bottom. They've provided a little bit of felt on there as well to keep it from scratching. Now that the heavy lifting is out of the way, go ahead and keep assembling this guy. All right, so the next assembly process is supposed to be the head sculpts, but I like to do my own thing. So I like to crown them off at the end of the assembly process to kind of show the piece in like all its glory. So I'm gonna go ahead and do the next part, which would be the cape. So the cape has a little slot down here where you put this, insert the pole part. So that goes this. And then there's a piece that holds it in on this base, which is right here. So the next pieces after that are going to be these rebar pieces. There's 4 of them in total. They go right here. So they are color coded. You have a black, a white, red, and a yellow. Now they do show on here which way they go. So up here is the white one. This one, we have the red, which goes there. Then you have black, and the black one goes here. Hard to see on camera here. And then the yellow is up top, like so. And we have all those pieces installed. And then the last piece is going to be this part of the base, which goes here, peg here. Now we'll crown them off with the head sculpt. You know, the 2. This is the EX and this is the regular. You can go EX all day. And this Doomsday Doomsday is all assembled. Very big, massive, impressive piece. So I'm gonna go ahead and take a look at it like I normally do and come back with a review for you guys. To the review. This piece has definitely impressed me right offhand. I just wanted to say that. One of the main things that I do like about it is that the destruction of whatever Doomsday caused wherever he landed on this, I mean, it's like kind of street rubble, and then you have like this little like dirt, debris, rock kind of detail going all throughout the base. I will say that it could be colored a little bit better. It's kind of like a muted gray on the base, but then you have this rubble has like a reddish kind of sandy brownish tint to it, which is done nicely. I do like the fact that it does include like pieces like this like extra kind of brick rebar design over here, which is cool. Then you have the Superman cape on this flag or pole. The one thing I did want to say is that you can kind of see it moving. You may not be able to see it in front of the cape, but you can definitely see that kind of moving around. Hopefully that's not going to become a leaning issue in the future, but for now it's fine. That pole does slot down right here where there's a hole, and it's definitely in there. Then we have on the bottom of the base, we have this lower kind of rock formation, maybe Doomsday symbol. That goes of course right there. The bottom of the base is rounded, and it reminds me a lot of the new 52 line, which I'll throw some video references up here so you guys can check those out when you're done watching this one if you like. But I did notice when I was moving this around, I don't know if you guys heard, it was like something loose and in the base. I'm not too worried about it because I don't plan on moving this thing around a lot, but everything seems to be okay. There's nothing, no holes, there's no looseness in the body, so I think we're going to be okay. The lower portion of his legs, the detail where you can see, like I know I said something about the bottom of his feet where his boots had the dirt detail. You can still see it here, of course, on the side of the boots right here, and you can kind of see the torn and tatteredness going up the leather. You can kind of see his foot throughout here. Same going, and oh, you got the bone that's coming through up on the top part of the boot, and then you have the other foot, same kind of detail throughout, and you have the rips and tears going throughout the boots, and then upwards towards you have this bone or spike that's coming out, and pretty good leg detail. You got a little bit of color effect here, and looks like moisture. Maybe he sweats, not 100% sure if that's what they're trying to do, but it's definitely got a little portion there of kind of glistening material on his front leg here. Very well sculpted, muscular wise. And then same on this side. You guys can pick up that variation between the glossiness and the regular color. Skin tone, which is gray. So that's the same thing. So what I was going to say is that like the base, everything's kind of like the same kind of gray. Even the base is kind of looks like a lot like his skin tone, which I think they could have done maybe a little bit difference down here. That'd be my only gripe about this piece, and that it's massive. But going up, you can have his suit. This is the suit that he was wearing when he came out of space. That is all damaged up top. Not too much going on right here. Pretty cool effect there with the torn top portion of his suit. There is a little bit of a seam right here. I'll try to push that down and get that a little bit closer. But that seam does go pretty much all the way around to the back. follow the kind of torn or tattered detail all the way throughout. And then his hands are very big. You have his nails, and then you can see his hands almost about as big as mine, but it's got very cool sculpture in his hands and how it's, you know, just positioned. And then you have his nails that are all nasty. They tear you to shreds. And then you have his bone fragments that are coming out over here, going up his arm. You have the spikes or bone that's coming out all over, which is done nicely. Just make sure you don't want to snag that on anything, possibly break anything off. On his back, you have the spinal cord that's going up with the bone or spikes that are coming out of that. And you have the same kind of detail with the moisture or sweat detail going throughout the crevices there. And the skin texture is done very nice as well. The fist here, and you have this fist that's clenched with the spike or bone sticking out there. Very cool vein detail going up his arms in both spots. On his torso, his abs, his obliques, everything look pretty good. And you have this like bone fragment or something coming through his chest. Very cool sculpt. And then up towards his neck, you can definitely see all the muscles and veins going through there. Very good seam kind of hidden on that. I'm trying to move it around. Yeah, you really can't see the seam on his neck on this EX portrait, which is very nice. But as you see on his shoulders, you got more spikes going upwards, coming out, and then on the EX head, you have the horns that are coming out the side of his head. Basically, it's a little bit more spiky or hornish. I think I just made a new word than the regular portrait. But I think I like them both. I can't say this is an EX or fail, but it's nice to have the extra head sculpt. But I think I like this one, so I'll probably stick with it. But let me go ahead and switch it out just for the review portion. So that is the regular head. And then even on the inside his mouth, you've got detail in there. You can actually see it better on this one. So you see his tongue in there. It's like shiny. Got the effect of course, moisture in there. So on this particular portrait, he's got his hair, and that is sculpted very nicely. Goes back. And then for the next part of this review, I'm going to go ahead and get some top shots here for you. Okay guys, so I wanted to give you a different viewing angle. So we got the top portion of the statue. We have the spikes going down, of course his back there, or his spinal spikes, back spikes, whatever you want to call it, but that's done very nicely. I don't understand or can even see how they sculpted this. I mean, this is like absolutely insane because these are actually all one piece. So these are not individual pieces that are like glued on. This is actually all sculpted together. Very nice job done by Prime One Studio. So you can kind of see the different kind of textures you can see in here as far as the coloring and the effect. On the, like I was saying, on the seam, you can kind of see the head seam on the regular head right here, which isn't bad because really you're going to be seeing this from down below. But yeah, very good looking piece. Just kind of wanted to show you guys the top portion of it. Alright guys, So I'm gonna go ahead and wrap this video up. Go ahead and switch the EX head sculpt back on. So you guys can see that. I'm gonna go ahead and take some pictures so you guys can see all the details close up on this piece. I'm very impressed with this piece. I know I said it before. If you are getting this piece in, you're definitely gonna like it. It's definitely heavy and it takes up a lot of real estate. But other than that, I mean, it's a fantastic piece. In my opinion, I think it's better than the sideshow version, but it's definitely a lot bigger than the sideshow version. So if you're getting this, just know it's gonna be a space killer. So I appreciate you guys taking the time to watch. Stay tuned for the pictures, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.
Chris Green.